Yeah! Happy first day of Kwanzaa, everybody.
And happy birthday to Morgan.
Yeah! Most important of all, happy birthday to our one and only favorite defense attorney, Evangeline Morgan. Do you think do you think she could eat an entire birthday cake by herself?
Hmm.
That'd be so hot. So last night, we met the most annoying kid ever, and then we met the biggest egg. And we're in the process of getting his testimony, or his side of the story. I agree about his face, Adonai, but I don't believe it's his only strong feature. Let's move on. Really? Well, in that case, how'd your captivity end? Do you recall escaping? Alright.
I was blindfolded the entire time, but my ears weren't boxed so bad. There was a door that creaked and whined, so I always knew when someone was coming or going. One voice asked questions, mostly. It was light. Another voice grunted when he hit me. Heavy.
Oh shit, Heavy from Team Fortress 2? No way.
Other voices came and went, and then eventually there was talk. Through the door, I heard they were all talking to someone else.
Someone else?
A new voice? Was it high-pitched or low? Loud or soft?
It doesn't matter. What's important is that it belonged to someone new. Someone besides you and the dead who was there last night.
Did you make out any part of their conversation?
Hmm.
No. Not a word. But there was a loud noise. Gunshots. Followed by shouting and ugly sounds.
And then...
A hollow pain in my skull as I lost consciousness again. When I next came to, I had something in my hand. In my hands. Something sharp.
Huh.
I didn't even think to ask what it was or where it came from.
Hello again, Zasako. Thank you for wishing Morgan happy birthday wishes. I'm sure she would appreciate it.
I just started working at the bindings. Rushed and clumsy, poked myself in the process. But I cut them loose, then took the gag out. The blindfold was so tight I cut it rather than try and...
So that's how he got the cut in his ear, I guess.
Ugh. The damn thing must have been acting as a bandage, because when I took it off... Between the light and the pain, I thought my head had split open. It took me a long time to stand up. Felt like I could lie on that cold, disgusting floor forever if I just... But something was poking me. Something tucked into my waistband.
The gun.
A gun.
Gasp!
Eh. Imagine my surprise.
I imagine Sarah would be the type would just audibly go, gasp.
Egad!
Spearmint, never say that again. You're not 70.
Checked the safety, the chamber reflexively, but only saw 2 spent slugs. I was too tired to be confused, so I just walked out that squeaky door and into red. Just red. And then I was blinking at an IV, handcuffed to a stretcher in an ambulance, some cop reading me my rights, saying that I killed 5 people. No, wait. Some judge or official said that later. When I woke up in the ambulance, all they said was that I was a cop killer. Omitting some strong language. I don't understand. You were held captive, interrogated, tortured. But then you woke up armed and were able to escape? The cops didn't ask me any questions, and I wouldn't have answered if they had. It's been nearly a full day, and I'm just now saying it aloud for the first time. It truly sounds absurd.
This is your world, Sosuke, not mine. Do you have any theories on what happened?
Only 2 possibilities come to mind. In the first scenario, one or more of my captors wanted to kill me, but needed an excuse to do so. So they let me escape. They give me a knife and an unloaded gun, then wait for me to stumble out so they can mist me and be done with it. But the plan doesn't work. Somehow, I limp out of that room and shoot, cut, stab, kill them all.
You must be one hell of a yakuza if you're able to kill 5 people while so concussed you don't even remember.
In his bonked up state.
That would be quite the feat given the condition you say you're in.
Yes, a tale for the ages.
But it's not possible.
Why isn't it possible?
Even if he had the motive and they were stupid enough to give him the opportunity, he was still lacking bullets.
What did Morgan plant on this man again?
And he did say only 2 spent slugs. In the brief I read, two of the pod were shot to death. I'm sure you're highly qualified, Sosuke, but I doubt you can fire a gun without bullets.
No, I cannot. As I said, the gun I woke up with had already fired both its shots. So, if we tell the police that the gun wasn't loaded, would that clear Sosuke's name for 2 of the murders?
There's no proof the gun was already empty by the time he got his hands on it.
She's right. That gun was some kind of jailbroken mag rail. The only residue it would leave behind is static. So long as my prints are on it, that's all the evidence they need to claim I fired it.
How about that second possibility then?
The second possibility is that someone walked into that building, killed my captors, and then tried to frame me for it. That sounds like lunacy.
We've already eliminated the other possibility. Insane trumps impossible. Like it or not, this bad Samaritan theory is our best shot. What is it?
I'm just surprised you believe me. You haven't even asked if I did it.
I never ask. It helps that I can usually tell.
A wise policy for the world that you're setting foot into.
It's like Mia Fey teaches as well. A good defense attorney always believes in their client.
Not as if it makes any difference here. Even I don't know if I'm guilty. You were drugged and beaten. You're still injured, even now. And we just reasoned that you couldn't have killed your captors without help. What makes you think you might still be guilty? Because I've killed before. Gasp.
A pale spark flickers at the back of my mind. My index finger rises slightly, my lips part. Was I expecting this, stepping into the criminal underworld? Looking forward to it? The rare opportunity to speak frankly with someone else who's... You mean...
Yes. I was in the military.
Okay.
I've taken lives. Many lives. That doesn't make you a murderer. Soldiers are given orders.
To kill. Which they act out, Sarah. They're killers.
I've killed people. Whether or not a superior asked me to doesn't change that fact. But soldiers...
Are you a soldier, Sarah?
No.
So drop it.
She is good at She is good at following orders. It can take years to acquire that skill.
I imagine it comes easy for androids.
Yes, I suppose that's... Wait, that's an android?
Did you miss the glowing barcode?
And ignore my self-introduction? Both of them. Look, I'm tired. I thought those were highlights or something. Did my hair catch your eye? You have discerning taste. You see, each strand is actually...
Was there something you wanted to say, Sasuke? Whoa! Niam? Nay, I am... I don't know how you say your name. Please correct me in chat, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to Coven. Yuri. Correct! The best kind of love is between two femmes. Especially if they fucking hate each other. Your name is Name? Alright. That's a pretty good username.
Yeah.
Is there something you wanted to say, Sosuke?
I've taken lives before, and so I know how I feel afterwards. Then...
And how do you feel right now?
Right now, I feel
Thick.
caked up.
Your Honor, my client couldn't have done it. He's clearly bricked up.
Your Honor, my client couldn't have done it. The clap of his ass cheeks would have alerted the victims.
Your Honor, my client pleads... Whoops.
Your Honor, my client pleads oopsie daisies.
Emma be like, objection, Objection, the defendant will never be bawling. Then that's when Morgan slams both her hands on the table. Like in the gif I used for my Blue Sky post. Objection! Sosuke's fucking bawling! What is it? You remember something?
Yes. After I stepped out that door, I said I saw red. But I do remember one other sensation. I remember the feeling of gripping my sword.
Yeah?
That brief you read, it listed all the charges, all the causes of death. The fifth man, the cop they say I killed. How did he die?
Let's find out. Stabbed through the back with a sword, skewered like a piece of goddamn meat. And you got the balls to ask us to carry him to a hospital? I don't think that's quite how I phrased the request.
I've been paying close attention. Would you like me to play back what you said? Not right now, Sparky.
Sparky, new nickname.
Reyes, she's just doing her job. It's not like she's asking.
Oh, save the lecture, gray hair.
Gray?
Oh, he does have some gray hair. Right there and back there.
Yep. He has a gray ahage. Come on. My hair isn't... It's graying. Maybe.
In case I haven't made it clear, I've never liked you, Morgan. Aw, you're breaking my I hadn't noticed. But I never took you for a mob lawyer. Whatever
Morgan making heartbreaker jokes by mistake.
Trying not to be accidentally gay. Whatever my clients...
No, just heartbreak killer joke.
I know, but she's also... Whatever my client's associations might be, he's a cop killer! Innocent until proven guilty isn't a phrase I coined myself, detective. It's actually somewhat important. Don't worry about that. The proving won't take us long at all. Do Do you always take pride in rushing your investigations? Yeah. We've all seen the same intake file by now, yes? My client was in bad shape when he was arrested, but his wounds were treated in a medical transport. Yet somehow, in between arriving at the station and his booking, all his wounds were reopened, and some of them had multiplied. Tell me if you can, great detective. How will we ever solve the mystery of the reappearing fractured skull? Your client was being moved between floors. He struggled, trying to escape. And then he fell down the stairs. Really? Was there a lawnmower waiting at the bottom? Look, we're all adults here. So let's just say it. Your coworkers kicked the shit out of him. Well, what do you want me to do about it? I want you to uphold the law. For some reason, I thought you cared about that. A police badge is in a time machine. By the time we took custody, he was already...
She's right, Tiger. What's done is done. You know you've got a snowball's chance in hell of proving your client was assaulted while in police custody. And you'll never get charges brought against the officers who did it. So, try asking for something doable.
Don't go giving away all my best tricks. The door in the face tactic is already fragile. I want him to see a doctor. You gotta be shitting me. That's a blooded KW in there with military-grade mods. He's not leaving this building.
But we could have a doctor brought here.
And give him the chance to take a hostage?
He's not the 99 man, Reyes. He can't break his cuffs.
Don't say 99 man. You don't know what it means. You're too old. How about a medic who can't be taken hostage?
A medical ad.
Sure, great. Let's see if we can't negotiate his premium lower while we're at it.
Is that a refusal, Detective Reyes?
Let's actually stop for a moment and read these files. Oh, yeesh. Sosuke Ikaria was apprehended at the scene of the crime and placed in a medical transport. Injuries noted at the time. Blood from various sources across the interior front of the body. Numerous bones in left hand broken as if from impacting a hard surface. Slight laceration found in left hand. Internal bleeding throughout the torso and skull. Bruising and rope burns on both wrists as if bound. Numerous bruises on the interior front side of the body. Others blood across the top of feet and pant legs. Largest wound found in the crown of the skull. Back of the head near the top. At time of booking, numerous additional injuries were noted, including bruise to left eye, busted lip, broken nose, box to left ear, blunt trauma to interior front right side of body, head. Front right side of head. When or where these additional injuries were sustained is not noted. Yeah, I fucking bet it isn't. Her eyes. Like taking a photo of a dog.
He's microwaving.
It's like taking a photo of a dog or other wildlife with the reflective eyeballs. A-. Occupation homicide detective 3rd class. Likes sneakers, volcanoes, and the Paralympics. Huh, that's cool. Dislikes scalpers, hoarders, anise. Who? Favorite TV? Civil engineering documentaries. Shampoo. Don't know. Conditioner's more important. Undefeated at volleyball. May 5th. Be positive. Homicide detective 1st class. Likes duct tape, mascara. I told you! He's got great eyelash. His eyelashes are on point. Egg. And oak. Dislikes parking lots, ties, and honeydew. The best at finding new restaurants. Accommodations, none displayed as workstation. Wardrobe, more expensive than it looks. You read, please.
The 99 man, or a 99 man, refers to a theoretical state of being in which a human has replaced as much of their body with cybernetic equivalents as possible, thereby becoming someone who is 99% machine and yet still technically a human. The term first appeared in the speculative fiction short story Carved Out of Marble by M.P. Smith, but it rose to prominence after the 2072 Paralympics, when middleweight track and field gold medalist Ayed Safran quoted the story as inspiration after breaking the world record at the time for the 800 meters. Since then, the phrase has been popularized as both a meme and a thought experiment, opening up discussions about transhumanism in sports, the business world, education, and beyond. Some social media influencers, athletes, or tech evangelists have taken the 99 man as a challenge, modding themselves as much as possible with the explicit goal of approaching what they see as the current limit for transhumanism. Officially, the individual who has had the greatest percentage of their body mass replaced with artificial analogs is an anonymous male adult living in the Eastern Hemisphere who was suffering from a rare and terminal form of bone cancer before signing up for an experimental surgery offered through How Industries' Theseus initiative. How officially describes the patient as currently living a normal and productive life, though Theseus has never produced any consumer market additional research papers in the last 2 years, leading some to question whether the results are at all replicable.
Yeah.
I do like the Paralympics in a society like this have stopped being about like disabilities and just immediately became, oh, this is now a way to show off like corporate, prosthetics.
Yeah. Renegade is a global leader. Say again?
Oh, it's sad, but makes sense.
Yeah.
That this society would want that.
Says a lot about society.
We live in
Renegade,
it.
yeah, the Joker, baby. Renegade is a global leader in pharmaceutical research, development, and distribution, a company that puts your health before any other concern. Our groundbreaking research into combating... Okay, this is just a mouthpiece. Every home, improve patients' lives and their communities, minimize environmental footprint through sustainable ventures, operate with dignity and pride in our ethics, deliver... Shortly after our founding, our researchers developed metformin, the first orally ingested treatment for type 2 abnormal diabetes, freeing millions of adolescents suffering from its effects from being subjected to painful injections. Since then, we've gone on to improve on our formulation, and that constant dedication to perfecting our medicines has made us a national leader in pharmaceutical biosimilars. Okay, that's nice of you. Oh, wait. No, translated literally as ability, is a world-renowned form of Japanese dance theater with traditions and codified performances dating back to the 14th century, strictly regulated by the Ayamoto system, in which a single heir inherits all authority, mastery, and secret techniques of their predecessor. No strict adherence to tradition and seniority have made it difficult for the practice to spread and flourish during the 21st century. The performers wear archetypal costumes and masks and must convey emotions through precise movement. Their masks are masterfully crafted, such that a single static mask can convey sorrow, fury, joy, or terror by merely angling the head differently. Oh, I didn't say no, did I? Great! He also needs a protective detail. Lady, I swear to...
Counselor. Protective details are comprised of off-duty cops. I don't think that that'll have the outcome you're looking for.
No. But if my client is left unattended one more night, he's likely to be declared unfit to stand trial when he shows up to court with his head caved in. An outcome I genuinely believe you're not looking for either.
We could keep him here.
What, in the interrogation room?
Counseling quarter. Table can't be moved, but if you slide the chairs out of the way, the floor is not actually that hard.
How do you even know that?
Given what other lodgings he's had in the last 24 hours, I don't think your client will mind. So, if Detective Reyes and Detective London take shifts keeping watch...
Now we're keeping watch? It is the homicide department's counseling quarter. You think I'd give a shit what happens to that son of a bitch? You think I wouldn't walk in there myself and... You wouldn't. What? It's not in your nature. What the hell is that supposed to mean? You either have it or you don't. Trust me, if I had the chance to take a swing at that son of a bitch... Yeah, you already called him that. A piece of shit, a bastard, a killer. But unlike every other cop I walk past to get in here, you've yet to call Sosuke an animal. So what? What the hell does that matter? It's the only thing that matters. I've got the outsider's perspective, so I know. Your average human can do anything to anyone, so long as they're not a person. Whatever. Think what you want, creep.
Well, so long as that's your only request, we should be able to...
I need to get into the crime scene as soon as possible. You've got to be... What, like tonight?
She's not rushing more than anyone else, Sunshine. Everyone at the line has been raring to go on this. Now that Sosuke's actually got a lawyer...
Well, maybe that son of a bitch hadn't clammed up all day, we wouldn't. She said it again. Whatever. Pick then, counselor. You can bully us into guard duty or escort duty, but we can't do both. I need both. You'll have to split up. But I can help with that. Or rather, Sarah can.
I can?
Of course you can. You can go treat Sosuke.
Adonai, I am not trained in...
Oh, I love this bit. She's pretending she doesn't remember being registered as my medical ad.
Yes, I would never forget that unforgettable experience. But I've never done first aid before.
Just download the internet, stupid. Well, watch a tutorial first. Use lots of sanitizer. Just hand her some bandages and she'll get Sosuke looking good as new in no time. Maybe you can plop her in front of the door and even 20 crooked cops working together couldn't get her to budge.
That much is certainly accurate. I have a strong core, so if I focus and lower my center of gravity...
Thanks for the sales pitch, but it doesn't mean shit. The crime scene is in the lower wards. If you think after what happened last night that any cop with a pulse would go down there without their partner...
It's okay, Sunshine. I'll take her down there.
Is everyone else in here huffing Nirvana? London, it's in Blue Blood territory.
Blue Blood territory outskirts, really.
They lost the whole pod. They'll be swarming the place. You can't go down there without backup.
Backup, huh? You know Mac from Contraband?
Skinny guy? Kind of a perv?
Yeah, he's skinny. Look, he's got crime scene analysis sweeps going over that place with a fine comb right now. Drones, probes, the works. They'll have eyes on us before we get within 5 minutes of the place.
Whatever. Just keep in contact for once. I hope you're being generously compensated, Eve. Selling your soul to the mob. Be a shame if you didn't at least get a good price. Hey, you coming, blinkers? Gotta find where they store all the medkits in this dusty old piece of... Go on.
I'll be right behind you, detective. Sorry about that.
You just know as soon as Sarah and Reyes are alone, she's gonna start asking Sarah a bunch of questions about Morgan, like, so what kind of girl is she like? What are her hobbies? Not that I'm interested or anything. I'm just curious.
She's still new to this. All this, really. Not old like me.
She does seem to be on edge, more so than usual.
It's her first time losing a fellow officer.
Were they close?
I think she's taking it pretty hard.
Maybe even personally? Did they know each other?
Ah, right. You gather up all your things. I'll go bring us up a ride.
Great. Thanks for all the help, detective. You're a lifesaver. Though this is one occasion where I wouldn't have had any trouble finding the place. Oh, am I about to be proven right? Really didn't take you that long to patch him up, huh? Now we just wait here all night. That clock runs pretty slow.
Oh, you might not have heard me.
I didn't. Sorry, I was looking at something.
Okay. If you're not doing anything else, detective, might you be interested in answering some questions?
Oh, it's the other way
Gotta do more
around.
interviews.
"5:48 p.m., August 14th, 2086. Once more into the depths. When I went down to the lower wards last night, I knew what I wanted to find, but I wasn't sure where to look. Now I know where to look, but I have multiple priorities to consider. It'd be nice if I can prove Sosuke's innocence. It won't be easy given that they think he killed a cop. But to keep me on the Ikari's good side... Oh, we're gonna run into that girl, that tiny girl again. She's gonna be like, oh, Morgan was here last night. Maybe. That'd be nice. What is essential is that I figure out what the hell happened after I left. Whether anyone found any trace that I was ever there. Everything else is second...
Sorry. Guess I should have asked before I decided we'd be sharing a cab.
I don't mind. But I am surprised. Did budget cuts take away your shiny patrol? But I am surprised. Did budget cuts take away your shiny patrol car?
Patrol cars are shared, counselor. Any cop can step into any other cop's car, sync their credentials, and drive.
Convenient. Shame you can't personalize.
Yeah, no more dice in the mirror.
Is that why you're in a cab then? Personal taste?
Police cars are full of bugs. Thought you might appreciate the privacy.
Auto cabs are full of bugs too.
True, but there are ways around them.
Are there? I didn't know that.
Yeah, plenty. Can be as easy as flashing a police badge.
Oh. Something you want to discuss in private, Detective?
I was asked to get in contact with you and pass along a message.
A secret admirer?
Certain interested parties and all that. You know how it is.
I'm not sure I do. Does this have something to do with my client's business affiliations?
There would be a lot more blustering if I were to repeat it verbatim. So I'll paraphrase. Focus on getting the best outcome for your client.
More of a reminder of what my job description is. More of a reminder of what my job description is than a warning.
And don't broaden the scope of your investigation any more than strictly necessary.
Bleh. Well, I always appreciate kind words of advice. But Detective London, that almost makes it sound like you're on the take.
That's the city, Tiger. If you don't take a little, they'll bury you. Alive, if need be.
Oh, they will? How conspiratorial.
It's not a joke, Morgan.
Do they threaten your wife with Tommy guns if you don't comply?
It's gotten more sophisticated than that. Well, maybe sophisticated isn't the right word. Complicated might be more accurate. Or you could just call it a quagmire. Or even a shitstorm. If you can't get along to go along, even other cops won't trust you. You'll end up shot in the back. Friendly fire. A tragic newspaper clipping.
You're exaggerating. In this city, you gotta be a dirty cop or you ain't gonna be a cop for long, apparently. Just like that movie, Training Day, was it?
Yes.
You're telling me the entire police force is corrupt?
Corruption would be one thing. You could, in theory, root it out. But above and below the canopy, it's all intertwined. Every tree stabilizing every other tree. What do they call that? Not parasitism.
Commensalism.
There you go. The state pays criminal informants to rat on their peers and lets them keep their positions in exchange. Orcas buy judges and politicians to keep their men out of prison. Status quo. Balancing act. A cycle.
I just want to ride my bicycle, man.
Stable as any gyroscope.
Forgive me if I find that hard to believe. Crime is at an all-time low.
That's not a contradiction. People hate crime. But what gets people killed is chaos. And the opposite of organized crime is...
So everyone's playing nice with each other? Even Detective Ray is?
She's...
What about the man they think my client killed? Did he play nice?
He was a special case. You got the brief. You recognize his last name?
It's a big city. I don't put too much stock into last names.
You'll need to break that habit if you continue to work in the underworld.
Sosuke said something similar.
Tariq Chopin, only son of Miguel and Dominic Chopin.
No, that's No, that's Shalia Bull. What are you talking about? That's Shalia Bull from Gundam G-Quux, right there. Also, I have not been reading chat. I'm sorry. Name, you're correct. London is a pretty girl. She'd be a lot prettier on estrogen. Anyway, August 9th, 176, 72, A+. Patrol officer likes 24/7 news, calligraphy, and late dinners. Dislikes gray hairs, untucked shirts, and mint. Education, Bachelor of Science in Applied Philosophy. Awarded senatorial combination of bravery. Posthumous. Survived by fathers Miguel and Dominic Chopin. City councilman. Yo, 2 dads? That's epic.
Imagine both of your dads work for the government and then award you a commendation of bravery when you die.
It's like that one image of Obama putting in a medal around his own neck.
Except it's just Obama's dad. Sorry, Obama's 2 gay dads.
Obama. Do, 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 do. The power couple? Why would the son of 2 of our city's most prominent council members be working as a police officer?
You want the full story?
Always. So who was this Chopin, really?
An idealist.
Wrong line of work, then.
You're only half, right? When he entered the academy, everyone assumed it was a political move. First step in his career to becoming a senator or whatever. Maybe it was, but anyone who met the guy could tell you he wasn't made. Sorry. Maybe he was, but anyone who met the guy could tell you he would have made a lousy politician.
What, was he too nice? Was he actually too nice? Or honest? You're saying he was honest?
Wouldn't tell a lie if his life depended on it. Guy couldn't do small talk, much less make friends. We're talking robot focused on justice levels of disliked. Talking about cleaning up the city, cleaning up the police, cleaning up everything.
Even cleaning up the men's bathroom in a convenience store? The horrors.
Oh, kill me first.
If he was so unpopular, why was he kept on?
No one on the force wanted to risk insulting his parents by firing him. Just got passed around from department to department, detail to detail, polycule to polycule.
Damn. He's the town bicycle, really.
He shows up to a polycule and then someone's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he just says, "I haven't arrested 7 criminals today. I need to go do something." And then he's never invited back.
Say, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? And then the first thing is, I think dogs should vote.
He did a lot of community outreach.
Community outreach? What, like bake sales?
Like giving talks at schools about saying no to drugs until you turn 21. 21.
21?
That's 9 plus 10.
Sarah, you stupid. What? No, I'm not, Adonai. What's 9 plus 10?
19?
Fuck, she's good.
Sarah would never
Fuck!
get it wrong. You okay?
Yeah, I was selling my desk for the joke.
Oh.
Woof. Must have really loved his job to put up with that.
Or he just wanted to prove a point that bad.
Don't you try to save lower wards patrols to the more seasoned, better armed officers?
We do, yeah. How'd you know that?
By going to the lower wards and looking at the cops you send there, of course. I read about it in Watch magazine last month.
Oh.
If Chopin was the son of such powerful men, why did he end up in the lower wards last night?
That... I don't know.
You don't know?
By all accounts, he and his partner should have been at least 2 patrols removed from that area. Must have been following up on some other lead.
His partner, who's that?
The hero who finally arrested the Hound of Ikaria. That's who.
I'll have to send him a congratulatory fruit basket.
Huey Rogers. Pretty
Huey.
bare bones record, but maybe that'll just add to his legend.
What legend?
Taking your client alive. Whacked him on the head with his sidearm. Knocked him out cold.
Guess it is a small miracle that Sosuke wasn't just shot dead as they thought he killed a cop.
Maybe, but it wasn't pure luck. Only thing that did stick out to me in Roger's record was his shooting score. 41.
I think I just found a number funnier than 21. Lay it on me. 41.
He was it, Mr. Krabs. He was number 41.
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was 41.
He was Unk.
41. Out of
100. You need 40 to pass.
Oh, that's awful.
I think someone took pity on him when tallying up his score.
So he only whacked Sosuke on the head because he was too bad of a shot to avenge his partner? At least Rogers knows his weaknesses. The Hound. I keep hearing that name. The Hound of Icaria. I cringe every time. I'll be turning that into a meme later. No one actually calls him that, right? Sorry, someone posted this meme in a Discord server and I'm trying to decipher it.
Yeah.
Picture of Sun Tzu with the caption, The foolish man questions a stranger's gender. The wise man, her own.
The foolish man questions her own gender.
Oh, did you read this already?
It goes the foolish man, and then it changes gender when they start questioning. That's the joke.
Must be one hell of a bodyguard to have earned a nickname for it.
He's a bodyguard. Then, yeah, must be pretty good. Of course, hound dogs are known for other things besides guarding.
Like fucking. Oh,
Sorry.
I hit the nail on the head.
That was crude.
Aw, don't be sorry. I don't even get enough of the joke to be offended. Okay, that all makes for some interesting food for thought. But Detective London, if you are working for the Blue Bloods,
I never said I work for the Blue Bloods. More of a gig worker type thing, Tiger.
oh, he's a stripper for them.
I'm friends with everybody.
If you are working for the mob in general, then how do I know you're even talking? How do I know you're even taking me to the right place and not to?
Whoa. Whoa. I may pass a message along here and there, but I'm not him. Hell, no one else is either. Whatever you're imagining, it's not that exciting, I promise.
Not that exciting. Sounds about right. Is it like this in every city? Handshakes and gentlemen's agreements behind closed doors?
You disillusioned?
The state has a great deal of power, Detective London. It makes countless rules. Now, I'm a big girl. I know that those rules don't apply to people equally. And I understand the value of criminal informants and the possible conflicts of interest that arise in trying to keep them around. What I don't get is why the state has all this strength, and it won't use it just to wipe the underworld off the map.
That's pretty cold logic.
I'd expect my state to be far colder.
Hey, you ever heard this one? A politician, a CEO, and a mob boss are sitting at a round table with a gun in the middle. Who are you betting on?
Well, the mob boss, has used a gun himself. The CEO and a politician, they get other people to kill for them. And that makes the most sense to me. I've never met a mob boss. Exactly. But I figure I'd go with the person at the table who recognizes a gun for what it is.
A bargaining chip?
A debate winner.
Don't quote laws at men with swords, is it?
Yeah, who said that? Some Greek philosopher advising his students?
A Roman general addressing the conquered.
Huh.
It's a trick question anyway. Rock, paper, scissors has no trump card. The politician can bring the heavy arm of the law down on the mob boss if he doesn't shoot the CEO for him. The mob boss can have the CEO's family killed if he doesn't blow away the politician first. And the CEO can turbocharge the campaign of whomever the politician's opponent is if he refuses to miss the mob boss.
Yeah, seems like you can make the argument to go in the other direction too.
You could. The point the riddle's meant to teach is this. Whoever convinces someone else to pull the trigger comes out on top.
The lesson in this story is everyone sucks. Funny. So in the parabola you set up, the gun on the table, that's the police. A blameless tool with no will of its own.
Yeah. Though, it was older men than I who set it up.
Didn't realize this country's police were so powerless. However do you manage?
We used to have a partner that helped us out. A tiebreaker.
The Supreme Court?
Because all three of those powerful men would be screwed if a journalist told the world they were meeting together.
Oh. The media. I've got good news for you, detective. Journalists still exist. I can introduce you to one. You could even take a photograph.
Oh, I know they're not extinct. People will always write. It's just that no one wants to pay them to. Sorry. Didn't mean to talk so much. Maybe it's nerves coming back down here.
What happened the last time you visited?
Something up? Didn't put you to sleep, did I?
No.
Excellent timing.
Actually, your 3-seat table reminded me of an even older thought experiment. If God is omnipotent, why does he allow the existence of the devil?
Title drop! Even I know that one. To preserve free will, or whatever. right?
Yeah, that's the answer most people give. But now I'm wondering if it isn't a rock, paper, scissors deadlock like the one you just described. God lets the devil be, so he'll terrify man, and man will always need God's warm protection.
And God needs man's faith, which can't be compelled. Of course, most people would also say that God's long dead in the 21st century, but we're still around. So that leaves the devil in an awfully strong position, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you're talking right to her. You always picture 3 men in that room, don't you?
Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. Sorry.
Apologies, Morgan. I really like men. Truly a real tragedy. A het trans woman. Do 55 feminist rosaries for your penance. (6:01 p.m. August 14th). Low rewards. Detective London.
52.
We're definitely not alone down here. But when you reassured your partner that we'd have company, I didn't think you're including blue bloods.
You know, I knew I'd forgotten to mention. You should voice this character.
What? Well, then she's a liar, babe. Because I never said that. No, I never said that. Oh, come on, babe. That's what she's like. She lies for fun. Because that's what I call you, babe. It's a pet name. You like it. No, don't hang up. Don't hang up, baby. Don't hang up. Of course I do.
We gotta get to work, Han.
I'll have to call you back, babe. Something just came up. She's got the bioresonance on her titties. London, what is this? London, who's this? Is she single?
You're really gonna like her. Counselor Morgan, this is Adelaide Han. She's, well, she's a blue blood.
Hey, I'm a perfectly legitimate career woman. You're speaking to a scientist security site manager. If you need anything, miss, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Please go look at what got dropped in your inventory first.
Is that a real phone number?
No.
Well, I'm finding out.
This call. You must first dial the area code plus phone number.
Bah. Adelaide Hahn's business card listing her as a site manager at Scientist Security, a known front for the Blue Blood criminal organization, includes her personal contact number on top for work details for some reason. Yeah, gee, Morgan, for some reason. What could that reason possibly be? And a heart, too? Maybe she's just being really friendly.
Maybe she was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Morgan could really, literally be fully hilted down Han's throat, and she'd probably still be like, I guess she's really friendly. It even has a watermark. Oh my god. I'm not familiar with Cynimax. We're a private security investigation firm. We provide bouncers, armed escorts, we catch cheating partners, find runaway debtors, run paternity tests, all that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, but have we met somewhere? No, it can't be. I'd never forget a beauty like you.
She's the Hound's lawyer, Han.
Seriously? She works for those copperhead scumbags? So we're mortal enemies? That sucks. Another life then, eh? But I'll still play nice if you will. Right. So you're private security and you're currently securing this crime scene? Yeah? What's with the tone? What you're hearing is genuine bewilderment. London, why are the police letting blue bloods contaminate the crime scene where a cop died? Come on, we don't have cooties.
If this wasn't the location where a cop died, we'd have already turned full control over to them.
April 16th, 183 centimeters, Cynimax. O negative. Oh my gosh, they got the same blood type. No, she's AB minus, never mind. Who did I see?
It's the same blood type as Creek, though.
That's nice. Good for them, I guess. Site manager, Sinus Securities. Likes new furniture, silk clothes, dimples. And women. Dislikes clingy types, jealous types, needles. Plays pickup games. Avoids laundry day. Least favorite chore, throwing out dead flowers. What?
The police contract out the security around crime scenes to private companies all the time. And around here, the private company best suited for the job happened to be Cynimax. Letting them conduct their own side investigations is a small concession to keep the peace.
A small concession? They're probably in there destroying evidence as we speak.
We have the arcs to preserve the crime scene. They could burn the building down and we'd still have a pristine copy.
London Bridges is trying to save face. Police couldn't keep the crime scene off limits without our help, and he knows it. Gremlins would be smashing their shiny cameras and popping their expensive tires from the clock if we weren't here. Lower wards kids take out drones by tossing shoes at them for fun. Is that why you see shoes hanging off of wires? No, I don't know why that happens.
It's just a thing teens have always done for fun.
Mystery solved? Fine, maybe the cops and the blue bloods are all consummate professionals who never even bicker. But what kind of impartiality can I expect coming here to defend an Icaria? Well, you might get some ugly looks from those with less chivalry, but no one's gonna get in your way. We know how defense attorneys operate. We know damn well how you usually win. No one's gonna do anything that lets you worm the Hound out of his life sentence as on a technicality. You sure you wouldn't prefer that? To have him back out in the street so you can take another shot at him? Oh, so flattery. That's how you flirt? What does that mean? You think we'd ever manage to gun down the hound of Ikari in the street? Shrink him in a holding cell? Blue Bloods took him alive just fine the other day, didn't they? Yeah, and look what happened to them afterwards. So you won't tamper with the crime scene just because you want to make sure the state lobotomizes Sosuke for pentuple homicide? Yeah. I mean, we also literally get paid good money to do these kinds of jobs, so we have a reputation to maintain. Rate us 5 stars when you're done looking around, Kay. I'll be sure to leave a glowing review. So this is the main entrance? Front door looks about as heavy as I remember, but it's unlocked.
What's that?
How is this door found?
Chopin and Rogers were the first officers on the scene, responding to gunfire.
Someone heard that? Good thing I cleaned up fast.
Checked the area, then entered through the front door.
The door was definitely locked when I arrived. But I didn't lock it behind me when I left. I didn't have any keys. Admiring our handiwork, this is a sinus insulation. Who else would Blue Bloods trust secure Blue Blood buildings? How's it lock? You never used a key before? I want to know how the lock functions. Does it lock behind you automatically? That's a good question. You looking to buy? Because I could set you up.
It is a good question, Han. Why don't you answer it?
Yeah, the small lock's behind you by default. You need a key to get in if someone doesn't lock it for you from inside. A physical key? Physical keys can't be hacked or overridden by a police badge. Some people consider those useful features. Is that why the door's ajar? Looks like the lock's been destroyed. Was it found like this?
Yeah, for as long as the arcs have been up.
The front door entrance to crime scene utilizes a physical lock and key mechanism designed to automatically lock behind you when leaving the building. The lock is currently damaged and non-functional. Trade definitely had to unlock it to let me inside. I didn't think to see if it had locked behind me after I left. Oh, so I see what's up. There's gonna be, during the trial, there's gonna be moments where I could present evidence that would end up incriminating myself if I say too much about if I let on I knew more about it than I actually do. Huh. That'd be, man, that's awesome.
It definitely wasn't locked when me and Reyes arrived, which was around 10:20 p.m.
Hang on, you and Reyes. What, were you the second officers on the scene?
That's right. We weren't far when the 10999 went out at 10:15.
10999 is an emergency response code utilized in municipal systems around the nation, most frequently to signify that one or more first responders' lives are in danger. Most police departments' standard issue suite of biomonitors allow for this code to be sent out across emergency networks automatically when cardiac activity is disrupted or blood pressure changes rapidly. Due to the non-negligible chance that moderate exercise could be misinterpreted by biomonitors, leading to false alarms, some departments make it a policy to avoid enabling the automatic alert function.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink.
I should too. Long way from Precinct 254, isn't it? We were in the area. Awkward. You want the tour then? Actually, I'd like to check out the alley first. You know, the crime scene's on the 3rd floor, right? Yeah, but it has a window that opens to the alley, doesn't it? I just prefer to start from the bottom and work my way up sometimes. Sure, we can start there. Anywho. What flavor do I feel like having tonight? I'm in a wild cherry kind of mood, chat. Cheers.
I'm back.
Hi.
Hi.
Just be careful where you step, if you like those boots at all. Lobo King. This fire escape will lead right up to the crime scene. Assuming it doesn't come crashing down once you step onto it.
It's missing the ladder that would connect it to street level. You're violating the fire code with this tetanus trap.
Building inspection's not my department. Besides, who'd want to climb up into a burning building?
Firefighters.
You're funny, Bridges. Even a copper firefighter wouldn't risk getting singed to save the lower ward's property from burning down. Read, please.
A derogatory word for automated dependents, particularly ones licensed by or operating under the authority of the state. Interested parties in the automated dependent industries have, on more than one occasion, lobbied for copper and other terms like it, clanker, chrome dome, microchip, to be classified as hate speech, arguing that anti-mechanical sentiment constitutes an expression of prejudice. Were considered a form of hate speech, incidents of destruction of corporate property where such terms were used in prior communications would qualify for additional severity and higher fines paid toward the damaged party.
I could imagine sometime next year AI companies trying to lobby to make clanker a legally protected, classified as hate speech. Granted, the whole industry doesn't collapse and burn by then.
Under all but the most radical interpretations of hate speech law, however, prejudice can only be directed towards sentient living things, people, animals, or corporations. If you feel that a corporation you know has been the victim of a hate crime, you can report it at our confidential portal here.
An ad could probably make the jump up there.
Ads are heavy. If an android leaped onto that, the whole mess would probably come down on top of them.
Fire escape connected to the room where the crime took place. Rusty and poorly maintained, it's missing the ladder that would normally let you climb up from the street. So one could only freely move back and forth between the third floor room The bodies are found in second floor room beneath it. Yeah, modders are heavy too. Hey. Looks like the only way into the building is through the front door then.
I think after we finish investigating this alley, I think I'll probably have to take off.
Oh, did Fina confirm she's streaming?
Yes.
Sad. But I look forward to seeing her stream.
She is also streaming of the devil.
This chapter?
Yes.
Is she first starting out?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to see her reaction to the prologue.
No, not my organized crime polycule.
I'm wondering if she's gonna nut as hard as I did.
I did show her a little bit, but not too much.
Bro, spoilers?
She likes being shown things that she will enjoy as a way to be excited about things. And often I ask, hey, do you want to know about this or do you want to see it for yourself later?
That's fair. I'm like that too, actually.
Yeah. Like, hey, I got to give you a little bit of temptation to want to try this out.
It was much darker last night than it is now, and I only took a quick peek. But even so, this...
Looks like it's been moved. Huh.
Yeah, I can see the white paint they're indicating was moved in the aura of gunk. That's gross. Yes, was trash picked up last night, perhaps?
Checking the model number on the side. Looks like dumpsters of this make haven't been picked up by the city in a decade.
I didn't realize there was DRM on trash cans.
Hey, it's a heavy model, tough to lift, even if its wheels weren't broken. And designed for containing industrial waste? How it ended up here in a residential district is...
Isn't that hard to puzzle out, is it? It was cheaper for the Megs to dump their shit on us than it was to haul it to a landfill. Is that why I can see markings on the ground there? From leaks? Aw, you really are a tourist, aren't you? I've been in the lower wards before. But only at night, right? Rain's dirty down here. Stains the ground wherever it falls. Acid rain? Like from the history books?
Not quite that bad. Just smog combined with precipitation combined with the charms of the city to make...
Dirty rain, like I said. Lower wards, spring water. There's a shot named after it. Tequila and pickle juice. Ugh. Yeah, I'd try that. I'm a pickle slut. So is the dumpster empty?
The dumpster.
So is the dumpster empty? Shut up. I've been talking a lot.
As have I.
They should move closer together. Hey, grab a glove, you're gonna...
Yeah, it's mostly empty, except for a bunch of scrap metal at the bottom. Explains why I can't get it to budge.
Careful, if you get your toe trapped under there, don't look at me to help you just cause I'm modded. Are you saying you couldn't budge it either? I could if a girl was cheering me on.
Yay.
Okay,
Affectionate.
I do like her.
She is fantastic.
I guess, they're going for an Ace Arrow Morgan? Just like Edgeworth.
I just don't think Morgan has enough of a connection with other people to experience actual sexual attraction. Like, she understands what sex is and knows how to have sex, but she sees it as an exchange to get something. Like,
No.
if I have sex with this person, I can use it to get something from them, rather than I'm going to have sex with this person because I really am horny and I like them.
It's also really funny to think Morgan doesn't know what sex is. Okay.
The alignment chart of doesn't know what sex is, has had sex.
Doesn't know what sex is, has had sex, knows what sex is, doesn't have sex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, London, thanks. Don't know what I was expecting to find, really. Now just watch it so you don't...
I'm okay.
What are those mods in her arm? Those look...
It's a skeleton.
They look painful.
Yes.
Let the lid slam.
Sorry. You're still ringing. Ugh.
Industrial dumpster found the alley just next to the crime scene. Incredibly heavy, yet still shows signs of having been moved recently. Lid makes a very unpleasant sound as uncovered by Detective London's thorough investigation. And last... One problem with blue bloods and cops running security, I don't know who to blame for leaving their shit here. I'll give the moral high ground to whichever part of society learns to pick up after themselves first. Bombing rolled out in university fire. Panic abounded last week on campus when the computer labs at Nortechnica University were set ablaze in the early hours of the morning. Students and faculty skirted the campus in anxious, hunched postures as federal agents descended on the lab's vicinity searching for signs that could point to a culprit. But as of today, the fire has officially been ruled an accident and successfully traced back to a cooling system failure in the basement's main server hub. A freak accident that has provided simultaneous relief and confusion to the community. When the fire was first reported on, many were quick to point out its similarities to the fires and bombings recently reported as sweeping eastward across the nation. Dubbed by some members of the press as a work of the Witch of the West, each incident appears to have targeted data infrastructures, hitting state, corporate, and academic nerve centers and leaving behind significant financial grief in the aftermath. Hundreds of thousands of files related to student debt, all of it non-recoverable. Oh fuck yeah! Now that's cyberpunk, baby!
Yeah.
Said one anonymous campus security specialist after the university student registry records went up in literal smoke. We're reaching out to alumni as quickly as we can to try and piece their records back together, but frankly, a lot of them have been less than eager to speak with us, and we may have to have no choice but to re-examine payment plans for our current students' tuition. Federal investigative officials have no formal comment at this time, but some official law enforcement officers have described seeing federal agents frustrated with the so-called witch. Criticism of the response has begun to surface from the political realm, with Senator Colt now formally calling for the District of Investigations to testify as to the progress of or lack thereof in the search for the serial arsonist. In other notable, hey, we don't seem to have your ID on the database, sad face. If you fill out a simple form for us, we can get you the rest of this article along with a ton of other cool offers and limited time sales served up exclusively to a compliment ID _09. Like you. Smile. I feel like I've heard stories about bombings out west the last few months. But I didn't know they'd all be attributed to one person, or that they're now calling him the Witch of the West. There's no mention of victims, only data centers being targeted. Clearly this witch is hitting someone where it hurts if they've now got feds involved. Because the article did say that they've hit academia before, so...
Mm-hmm. It also wouldn't be impressive if it was, just a school.
What really stands out here is that federal investigators are getting involved. Most national security agencies were absorbed into the military police complex decades ago. That bureau survived, but it's a mere fraction of the size it used to be, and very different in its function. Their modern reputation is that of attack dogs, deployed by the Senate to make examples of political targets. I can't say I like the idea of them being out there hunting for serial offenders. Alright, I'm done back here. So I think I've seen everything Unfortunately, we can't bust that nut just yet because you've gotta go.
Unfortunately, I do. But
Sad.
keep in touch, and we will get more of this done.
Yes, I need to play as much as fast as possible. I need to put all of it down my mouth. Smile.
I just couldn't figure out how to respond to that.
Teehee. Yeah, thanks for plopping by.
Of course.
Do I want to keep streaming longer by myself, or do I want to go eat dinner now? I also need a shower. I guess I'll wrap up. Which means I get to send you all out to a friend. But yeah, down below in the links, down below underneath the stream are my links. You can follow me on Blue Sky, follow me on Tumblr, subscribe to my YouTube channel where I upload my VODs. I gotta upload all these. I gotta put up all these Of the Devil streams at once. That'll be fun. You can also find Braybray on Blue Sky as well. He is, you can find his link on my recent Going Live post. It'll also show up on Fina's stream tonight as well.
I believe that's the case, yeah. I
Maybe.
actually don't recall if
Maybe not, but you
she
should.
wants...
Yeah, maybe
I
not.
don't remember if she wants me to help voice characters or not, but either way, I'll still be there.
Yeah, and you should go check her out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very mermaid, much bimbo. Wow.
It is not Monday, but it is always Monopoly Mermaid Monday in her stream.
Yeah.
If you're unclear on what that is, just type in Monopoly Mermaid Monday in YouTube and you'll find it.
Alma Hexblade. And with that, see you all next time. When is next time? Who knows? Look to the stars, and you'll know. Good night.
Good night.